town. If you was sleeping, I guess it's time to get up now. Where I'm from, even little niggas is cutthroat. I know some fiends that might just rob you for a bust down. Or for your bogey, holy cannoli. Leave your chest wet and cozy. I know some OGs that quote the Bible and still leave you holy. Don't compare me to Braille, cause I can't be touched, evaporated. I'm busting off like I just masturbated.
Tunnel vision of Cyclops, focused on my block. Struggle living the pine box, hoping the lies stop. Imagine being the you first, seeing the truth. Stashing grams in the boot, ratchet seeing them shoot. Too many RIPTs and freeing balloons. Can't afford the lawyer fees, I'm screaming free all the goons. I remember rapping in parks with good people I knew. I keep a lot in my heart, my block D in it too.
Pouring on bitches in the living room, but they ain't really into you. Interview questions got the women looking cynical. I'm sick of niggas thinking they cool, they not thinking. And the beat is like a swimming pool, all drippy. And my style is all 50, bought an A for 25. And niggas hating while they high, niggas Satan is alive. I'm saying what I mean and you just saying what's a lie. I say what I supply, I'm too live with it, I'm too tried with it. And I ain't got a block, but I'm fresh mind with it.
On my block, niggas flex down, poppin' lock. Word the young block, my city fresh like Stop and Shop. I gotta hop the turnstile or get to work late. Bitch, I'm headed straight there, fuck the wordplay. Niggas watered down for the count, washed out and climbing up the charts like spiders on water spouts. They could do it for the clout, I took a shorter route, still killing shit like slaughterhouse for your clowns. Enormous couch slump while the money knock. Fuck the ops, niggas tryna stick me like a honey top. Fuck the cops, something funky in my socks. Getting funky in the spot while I'm hungry, niggas watch.
They say queens get the money, but can we get some peace? Ain't no reason to be losing young kings on these streets. Lost tie at 15, a dice game with the rock. It was hard to accept my first love in the sky. My big Billy from the east got caught up with the piece, fully loaded like a beast. So paranoia, never peace. Never knew what love was till I sat up in the dance. I don't mean do-si-do, spin around holding hands. I'm talking Q100 till they send them up the downstate. 6-hour drives for hot wings and a pound cake. All for your block, cause you got a reputation. No care about your family, all the time you facing. Baby girl ain't got a daddy, baby mom's always tripping. Cause you wanted fast money, water whipping in the kitchen. But you had no example, so how could I blame you? Welcome to my block when you're in jail or an angel.
I get the ink from my veins. I told a bitch don't touch the main, no, we fighting today. If you playing with my money, that's a problem with me. Nothing packing in our pockets, packed it up with cocaine. It's poison in the soil, you can't fix it with sage. You praying over all the oils, you ain't getting your way. You better open up them eyes, boy, don't you die. It's a blue and red collision like the 4th of July. Bloody uniforms and uniform crackers and ties. We play Monopoly, they monopolize. Acres in a mule, that's how you can apologize.
Fresh mind.
Yeah, and I done got the block, I got the whole city. 804 RVA, them real niggas fucking with me. Cause I'm witty but gritty. We cannot fuck with you if you be iffy. Bloodhound to the bullshit, try to pull tricks and I slip you out quickly. Gotta get mine and get back a couple millies. I know this shit gonna be risky. Third eye, keep it open cause they try to hustle you. Rest in paradise, Nipsey. I know some niggas walking around with hollow tips. Full clip, trigger grip, not afraid of busting it. Another down, another round, can't stand the sound. Our people hurting, now you're willing to sit down and listen now. They tryna stick us for our paper cause we want some acres. They tryna stick us for our labor cause we're strong in nature. I cannot let my niggas down, I won't let them break us. We cannot let our niggas down, we won't let them break us.
And yo, them niggas be banging on my block, on my block. Ain't nobody dying on my watch, on my watch. I gotta smoke and stress be having my mind block, my mind block. I'm tired of police watching on my block, on my block.
Yo, mic check, mic check, mic check. Is my mic working? Is my mic working? There we go. All right, there we go. Oh, mic check, mic check. Hey. 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 Hey.
What's in your presence is the closest to perfection. I'm the first in my league. Y'all bitches follow directions. There's no invite to the sessions. If your baby father stressing, who you with at the stool? Cause you on IG flexing. Now I'ma take it there.
ticket there. You're what it do, what it do, what it is. It's your boy Sen Supreme back with another live stream. It's what, Monday, April 6th, 7:30. It's a little late for the stream, I know, but I was busy watching this end of the March Madness. Honestly, that's really what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching this championship game, hoping for it to be entertaining, and it was for a little bit, but then, yeah, it turned into what it is now, which it seems like it might be all the way done. I'm not going to hold you. It's looking like it might be a wrap, and Michigan probably has this. I was hoping for a closer game, honestly. And like I said, for the first half of the game, it was relatively interesting, but by this point of the game, it's looking like UConn can't really hang. Which, I think everybody expected for the most part. They didn't think it was going to be much of a... hold on a sec. They didn't think it was going to be crazy competitive, and a lot of people, I think, put Michigan to win this game, which, hey, it is what it is. All you can hope for when you don't have a horse in the race is an entertaining game. And that's really what I was hoping for. And so, yeah, I was gone last week. I don't think we got a stream in last week because I just had people in town, family, dealing with some family stuff in town. But, yeah, this week we are live, and we have some topics. Honestly, last week's Supreme drop was relatively low key. I'm not gonna hold you. And this week, it's not that it's low key. It is a big drop happening, but I don't know what's the overall feeling or vibe towards people dealing with Supreme this week. With the what was it? What is I forgot the fucking drop that's happening. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Because like I said, I was hoping for a competitive game. And it's looking like UConn's going to try to keep it competitive. But we'll see, honestly. It's not like it's definitely not over. I'll tell you that much. This game is definitely not fucking over. In the slightest. Which you can always hope for. Let me turn the volume up here, just so I can hear it. But hopefully the audio won't get this stream taken down. Oh, man. Down by 5. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's see if we can get the score up on the screen. Yeah, that's the thing. Michigan's just looking like too big of a team. Like, they're just too big, too ready for this game, for this moment. UConn seems like they might be just a little underbaked as an overall team. But, let's see. Because this season, it's spring, summer. 2026, and we're already in week 7. So we're like a couple weeks under about being halfway through, probably like 2 weeks away from being halfway through the season, which is a little crazy. We're in week 7. The Misfits, that's what it is. That's what is dropping this week. It is the Misfits collab. I wonder if this is the entire lookbook of everything dropping this week, because if it is, then honestly, we got a good amount of items. Let's see. We definitely got a good amount of items. But, you know, no collabs or anything like that. And it's crazy because I personally feel like Supreme has been hitting us over the head with a collab every fucking week. Not that it's a bad thing. Once again, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but we got shirts. Do we have tops and sweaters dropping this week? We do have tops and sweaters dropping this week. Yeah. Got tops and sweaters. Oh, wow. These are dropping this week, too? I think people will be happy that these are dropping this week. Where are those at? They're not down by enough where it should be that bad. Oh, we tried to toss the alley like it was. Sweatshirts. Where are these at? Oh, wow.
Well, guys, when Yaxel finally came out of the game, he was so frustrated. As he told me at halftime, he felt awful and weak. And he's sitting on the sideline,
these are
shaking
the
his head, putting his hand in his towel. And he's getting coached by his teammates and his assistants. And he's so upset, you can tell that he's just not healthy enough to be out there to play the game he wants to play.
Damn, that sucks. That sucks when you're not healthy enough. Where are these at? Where are these at? Whoa. These are releasing this week? These look insane. These look insane. And then hold on. Zip off. Where is it?
Probably time, don't you think, with those four? It is. He's got to be smart, but a weapon offensively that can get hot, as we know. He was out for nearly 10 minutes of action, and ball returns.
Whoa, these are some weird pants.
Kenny nails a pair. 89% shooter. Michigan has made 14 straight free throws. They're 17 of 18 at the line. He's got patience, talented, and the opportunity, taking advantage. Look at Lindenborg. You've seen this all season.
I got on me. Wow. Got the foul call. Oh, man.
That is number 3 on Lindenborg. Alex Caravan can end his UConn career with 3 NCAA titles. And
Damn, that's crazy. To be able to end your career with 3 NCAA titles is fucking insane. It's crazy that it's now like spring, summer, and we're still getting beanies released. Like it's nobody's business. We're still getting beanies released on a regular basis. Oh, and we're getting some good accessories this week. Oh, man. Getting some really good accessories this week, actually.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
All right, I just got to get that ready. Damn.
Takes advantage of the size mismatch, uses that strength to finish inside. And what heart from that young man could have easily caved it in. He played in the second half Saturday, and he just wants to be here and enjoy the moment.
Damn, that's crazy. Bro playing clearly injured. All right, guys. Let's get to it, because we have some news to talk about later. I was lucky enough to go to that Ye show. I was lucky enough to make it to that Ye show. So we're gonna get into that later. That for sure will be a topic for sure. I think it'll be after we talk about this week's Supreme release. And I imagine it's crazy because last week they didn't announce the collaboration or they didn't announce the collaboration till Tuesday, which it's something that Supreme has done before. They've done that plenty of times. Sometimes I think they've even announced a collab or just something special on a Wednesday, whether it be the what's it called? Sometimes they won't. It might not even necessarily be the collab, but the accessory that's releasing that week. They'll announce it on like a Wednesday or Tuesday, or with a special, Instagram post or something like that. So this is not the first time they've done it. You've seen even last week when they even though it wasn't a collab, the American flag stuff got a special drop. Hold on a sec. Holy shit. There's something in the sky. Yeah, I see it. What is that? What is that in the sky? You do see it? Yeah, of course I see it. What the hell? All right. Thanks, babe.
That's why I hear you now.
All right. Yeah, thanks.
Isn't that insane? I just felt like it was breaking news. Talk about it.
Let's see if I can find it somewhere.
I don't know. It's not a fire, but it got really wide at the end. Maybe it's a rocket?
Yeah.
Maybe they launched something to go help that are going to the moon?
No, I don't think so.
Or they're just shooting shit? Or you think it's war type shit? Alright, I'll let you go.
Alright, bye.
Alright, bye.
Before we found Skyscanner, searching for travel deals got...
Yeah, there's something in the sky right now. I don't know what the hell this is. Holy shit. I'm trying to get a video of it. So I can show you guys. Let's see if I can get... That shit is crazy. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think my phone is gonna capture it. That shit is insane. That shit is fucking crazy. That shit's fucking crazy. I don't know what the hell that is, guys. There's something just flying through the sky right now. It looked like it was a rocket ship or some shit. I wasn't able to find it online instantly. I'm sure right now that shit's on Twitter. Let me see. See, my homie's just asking me. I don't know what the hell that was. I would have preferred 1,000 times. What? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah, my homie just... Yeah. Check my, if you were wondering what I saw in the sky, check my fucking story. Check my IG story. Because I reposted someone else posting it. I don't think it was a shooting star. That shit looked like a rocket. I don't know what the hell that was. That shit was fucking crazy. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh my gosh. That shit, if you're wondering right now, if you're wondering right now what I was looking at, go check my IG story. All right. Per usual, we're going to get into what's dropping this week with Supreme. We're going to get into what's dropping this week with Supreme. At the same time, we have the end of this national NCAA national championship basketball national championship game. But it looks like Michigan's going to win. So there you have it. But we got week 7 of Supreme. And with Supreme's week 7, like I said, we are a couple weeks away from being halfway through the season. And so far, I'd say it's been a pretty successful season. Outside of last week, it's been like crazy hyped almost every fucking week, guys. The hype has been really consistent all season. And, you know, you see a lot of people posting, oh, Supreme's back, Supreme's back, Supreme's back, this and that. Oh, Supreme's hype is back. Oh, nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. That shit ain't going nowhere. Shit ain't going nowhere. The fuck y'all talking about Supreme's back? Shit ain't gone nowhere. Just because you ain't fuck with it, just because you ain't rocking that shit don't mean anything, dude. Niggas fuck with it, niggas fuck with it. If they don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it. That's how fashion works. That's how I work with any brand that I rock with. Either if they make something I rock with, I rock with it. If they make something I don't, I keep it pushing. Simple as that. That's how every brand works. No brand is like a 10 for 10. No brand has been, you know, has always just been on fire. You can't name me one brand that's just been consistently pumping out heat since day one. I will legit wait. You tell me a brand that's been pumping out heat since day one. Now, you definitely have brands that their average is high. Their batting average is crazy high. You got brands out there for sure. Their 3-point average, whatever you want to say, is crazy high. But you want to tell me there's a brand out there that ain't hit its highs and lows? That's why I'm never gonna be like, oh, it's back or whatever. Yeah, you might have a brand that went away for a little bit. Like if Hill by Air just started pumping out heat again, I could say I think that's fair to say, oh, it's back. Because it really was away. It really was not producing anything. But if you have a brand that's been producing stuff and then all of a sudden it's trending again or whatever, just because you rock with it don't mean other people hadn't been. So this always back type shit can get the fuck out of here with Supreme. But this week also looks like it's a pretty chill week. Doesn't look like it's just too crazy, which is cool. I'm okay with that. So yeah, let's get into it. What we have. We do have some jackets. We have the cross varsity jacket. And it's crazy because this is the only varsity? This is not the only varsity jacket to release this season, but usually their varsity jackets release like week 1. They get the varsities out of the way week 1. So for this one to be releasing 7 weeks into the season, it's a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, it's also extremely simple. Very clean, but I'm not gonna lie. This jacket gives me Kith vibes to a 10th degree. Maybe because of how clean it is, the font, the colorway choice. This is very, I feel like an extremely popular Kith colorway. But whoa. You gone down by 6 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Whew. This jacket is clean. I think a lot of people are going to end up wearing this jacket, getting this jacket, because it's a varsity that is going to be accessible. Accessible varsities end up being ones that you see everywhere type shit. And the interior is clean. Oh. I wish they did something else other than the black one. Because I like the black one, but another color. Because I think all they did was this black and this green. That's it. These are the only 2 colorways. Wool blend, cowhide sleeve, fill quilted satin lining. The snap closure. Yeah, one thing for certain Supreme will do is make a quality varsity. All their varsities are nice. Outside of just the design alone, their varsities, quality-wise, are always nice. So there you have it. I don't know about the cross on the back and all that. I don't know if that's for me. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know if that's up my alley at all. Anyways, in the jacket section, I think this is going to be one of the hitters this week. For certain, we got the Supreme, the Misfits hooded work jacket. Now, the Misfits is the collab. They are collabing with the Misfits this season, and I think it's been a while since the Misfits and Supreme have worked together on anything, which I guess that's not crazy, but at the same time, because that's normal for Supreme to work with a company, then not for a while. But yeah, I think that's why it's bringing a lot of energy to this collab. It's because it's been a while since Supreme and Misfits have worked together, I believe. That's what it is. But I'm amped for this. This shit look fire. Now, when I say I'm amped for it, I think it looks really clean, but will I be going for it? I don't think so. I don't think I need this. The weather doesn't seem like it's getting anything closer to this kind of weather where I'll be getting this kind of jacket off. Now, I think this thing is beautiful as far as the design. Super clean. Gives me the Carhartt vibes. Undoubtedly feels like a Carhartt workwear jacket. And with it being from Supreme, you're going to get almost, I'd say, that Carhartt quality with this jacket. The Misfits skull on the back with the stitching, it looks like it's patchwork type shit. Super clean as well. But like I said, not needed right now. This would be getting zero wear. Absolutely no wear. This jacket would be getting no wear right now. I'd be having to look for reasons to wear this jacket. Going out at night. And the place that we go to is like outdoors as well. Like an outdoor patio. Because if you go out at night, you go from the car to the venue, you would not need this at all. It'd be warm or relatively AC or whatever it is in the place you're going to, so you wouldn't need this. It'd be asking a lot of this jacket to be, and you wouldn't toss this on till next fall, winter. But I do love it. Now, this blue one, even though the color of this workwear jacket is a color that you are not going to find a workwear jacket in. That's one of the things that this jacket has going for it, is that you're not going to find a workwear jacket in this color. And it's a clean blue. I like it. It's got a fragment almost pop to it. But I do not like the black face. I would have wondered to see how the white skull face would have looked on the back of this jacket, because I think it would have still hit with the white face on the jacket. But I think because the sleeves are black, that they had to go with the black face. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't like the black face on the jacket, though. The black skull on the jacket does not, it looks weird. This looks weird. This looks weird. Yeah, a minute left in the game. They're down by 9. Michigan got this. But like I said, I like this jacket. I think it's going to sell out. I feel like, well, at least the jacket itself might not sell out, but the sizes that our money are going to sell out for this jacket, for sure. The money sizes will sell out for this jacket. But will this jacket sell out completely? I don't think so. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm totally crazy. I can see that being the case just because, like I said, it's been a while since Misfits and Supreme has collabed. So that could 100% bring a lot of energy to this collab. Next we have shirts. So tops, sweaters, sweatshirts. Is this the only sweatshirt that we have? Oh no, we got a couple sweatshirts. Oh no, those are tops. This is tops and sweaters. That's what it is. So tops and sweaters. So there's a sweater, Supreme, the Misfits zip-up hooded sweater. This yellow one is fucking insanity. This yellow one's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But regardless of the color, having the base of the skull face be like, because you see this one is still yellow, but it's a light color. Making the skull face a dark colorway, I don't think it works. White in this one. Neon yellow in this one. Only 2 colors it comes in. Really crazy sweater, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta be, anybody who fucks with Misfits is going crazy for this shit right now, because this is, I feel like, clothing you can't find Misfit branded. And at this quality. The only issue it might bother you is the price point, which I don't have for any of these items, but the price point I can see it bothering any Misfits fans because they're not spending crazy money on this shit. But I imagine this item's going to chill. I don't think this item's going to sell out at all. What is it? The Misfits zip-up hooded sweatshirt. Supreme, the Misfits hockey jersey. I'll say this is the closest I've seen to the skull face work in a darker colorway. This is the closest I've seen to it, but I still do not like it. I like this purple, though. The purple's clean. But I know they got to do that because of the contrast patchwork is, black. But this black one's insanity. Like, what are we doing here? Black one's crazy. Crazy work. Oh. UConn is balling. UConn is balling. UConn is balling right now. UConn is balling. They just brought it to 4 points. Holy shite. UConn is balling with still like 32 seconds left on the clock. Another top sweater. This is the Supreme, the Misfits short sleeve top. This t-shirt is crazy. I'm sure Misfit heads are going insanity right now. That white colorway is fire. I like this blue one though too. But this white one with the pink is insane. This shit is pure madness. I love this shirt. I love this shirt. That white one is fucking amazing. Holy shit, I love that shirt. Now, will I be getting it? Nah. Still a bit much for me. This point in my life. But I do love that shirt for sure. Oh, man. That imagery. I don't even mind the Supreme branding on the back. Oh, man, I love that shirt. This is how it starts, guys. I'm just staring at it, and I'm just thinking about all the potential fits that could happen with this shirt. That's how it starts. In my head, I grant I don't have it right now, but grant I have them in my head. I think that's it for tops and sweaters. Is this dropping? Oh, this was in the shirt section that I skipped over. This is a loose fit Oxford shirt. Clean. Will be sitting. I don't think this will sell out. Maybe in the striped it might sell out. But I imagine the shirt will just be chilling. Price-wise, I think $128. Good shirt. All cotton, Oxford shirt. If you need a shirt like this, the Supreme one is going to be the one to go for. If you need a shirt like this. The cut and fit of this shirt will be like, you would enjoy that. Enjoy this shirt. I believe so. Going for the shirt. Wow. Bro really missed the free throw. Holy shit. This game is actually a game. This is crazy right here. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, if you are looking for a shirt like this, the Supreme one is the one to go for. I'm not gonna lie. Bro missed both free throws. Missed the 3-pointer. I don't think he should have been the dude to shoot that 3-pointer. So that was in the shirt section. That's the only shirt releasing this week. And now we're in. Oh, this was the last top and sweater. This one. The Stars baseball jersey. For some reason, even though I think this shit is hideous. Regardless of the colorway, I think this is hideous. But I think people are going to go bananas for this. It's going to sell out. I think this is going to sell out dumb fast. People are going to go crazy for it, specifically because of the colorways and like the ability that it gives you to wear with other teams that match these colorways. Whether it's the Giants, because it's a baseball jersey. So the Giants, the Yankees, and then this red and green one. I feel like it's like Chicano for like the Mexican team, or there's not a baseball team, a U.S. baseball team in that color, I don't think. I'm trying to think, is there? No, there's no green. Regardless, these are going to sell out right now. These are probably the most sought after items this week. One of the most sought after items this week for sure. These are going to sell out. Do they have numbers on them? That's what I'm wondering. Is there anything on the back of the jersey? Oh, okay, there we go. Above all, 2026 made possible with your sport. Wow. Is that all stitched in? Wow. Wow. A lot going on this jersey. I wonder what those letters translate into. On to sweatshirts. I believe there's only one sweatshirt releasing this week. The overdyed studded hooded sweatshirt. I don't hate this hoodie. It's a cool hoodie. It's studded and not shiny. It's not blinged out, which is not bad. I don't mind. So even though it seems like a lot's going on, it's studded. So, like I said, it's not blingy, but it's still metallic, metal-esque. Setting off alarms and shit. But I like the wash. They did the blue camo, which is fire. I think that blue camo is out of here. I'm not going to hold you. That blue camo is fucking out of here. I like that blue camo a lot. That blue camo is like calling to me right now. I'm not going to lie. Wow. Michigan wins the championship. Michigan wins the championship for the first time in 37 years. Wow. Wow. Shout out Michigan. Shout out Michigan. First time in 37 years I didn't realize it had been that long. And now that they're saying it's an overdyed studded hooded sweatshirt, brushed black fleece with metal studded, it's overdyed. I'm wondering what that blue looks like in person. That shit is not going to look normal at all in person. That shit's going to be fire. That shit's going to be fire in person. I'm not going to lie. I think my only issue with the hoodie is that I'm like low-key addicted to zip-up hoodies right now. I think that's the only issue. It's the only issue is I'm like addicted to, like I'm not wearing fucking pullover hoodies at all. Dude, you dropped the bag on the Virgil? Don't worry, dude. I started my stream late as fuck, dude. Don't even worry, bro. Stream started late as hell. I was watching that March Madness, the March Madness championship. Yeah, that's the only thing is I'm not wearing pullover hoodies at all right now. One, the heat started crazy early in LA. Summer pretty much started at the beginning of the year. We got no winter out here in LA at all. Went from right after the rain that we got after once the rain stopped from All-Star Weekend, it was summertime. It was hot as hell. No joke out here. But I do love this. That blue camo is amazing. And like I said, it's studded. It's not blinged out, so it's not as crazy. But, yeah. Wow. Shout out Michigan. Pants-wise, we got the Rib Stop warm-up pants. Water resistant. They got the zippers all the way up the leg. I ain't mad at it. You know those pink ones is out of here. You know them shits is gone already. Is they all have like a texture to it? Oh, okay. So it kind of shows in the detailing. You can see it on the blue. You can see it on the black, the pink, that Rib Stop. You can see it on these ones. You see that detailing. I don't hate these at all. The branding's very minimal. You know, the only issue is these shits will not fit a tall motherfucker. The zip off utility pants. Oh, these zip off. Do they show where they zip off at and become shorts? 13-ounce denim. Oh, so these ones, all cotton, 13-ounce denim. Then you see all cotton canvas. It switches. It switches. Because I guess denim, these are probably canvas. Well, these ones for short canvas. These black ones are denim. But the blue ones look like they might be that canvas joint. Maybe these are the only denim ones and all the rest of them are canvas. The blue ones are fire, though. The blue camo. Those are clean. The zip off, though, I didn't see where they zip off from, because it looks like it makes them into some shorts. That's the only thing. Hey, it happens, dude. We're all ignorant. So those are the two pants releasing. The hats, we got the over-dyed camp cap. Which I don't mind these at all, especially that camo one. Camo one's beautiful. I like how it looks like it seems like it's on the Supreme logo too. Super clean. Don't mind if I do. And we got a red box logo on it too. It's fucking fire. Yeah, he's fucking fire for sure. And then what else do we have hat-wise? The Misfits hats. These are 6-panel mesh hats. Yeah, I'll just take the black and white one. This blue one looks weird. Black one's cool. The black and white one's always cool. I like how it goes on the front part of the hat. Probably, honestly, one of the best items out of the collab. Not gonna lie. That t-shirt, though, I do love that t-shirt. Then we get these New Era Star beanies. Like I said when I was putting this together, it's just insane to me how we're getting beanies this far into all year. Beanies get worn all freaking year, dude. They didn't make a jersey in this gray colorway, which is crazy that they made a hat in that one, but they didn't make a jersey in that one. Accessory wise, the Supreme Bug Assault 3.0. I don't know if I've used the 3.0 insect eradication device with embossed printed logo. Utilizes table salt, not recommended for stinging insects. Not recommended for stinging insects. I've used one of these. I don't know if it was the 3.0 one, but it works. I used it on like flies and shit and fucking like gnats and shit like that. It's perfect. It literally just burst out. It's like a shotgun blast of table salt for like little bugs in the air and shit. Very effective. Extremely effective. Doesn't really hurt you. You can shoot yourself in the leg and it won't really hurt. But really good against like those little gnats and shit. It's fucking perfect, dude. Cause it's like dangerous to those things at that speed and that size, bugs that size. It's fucking perfect. It's literally like a shotgun for little bugs. It's so cool. / sick. Definitely like sickening. Whoever invented this. The bug assault rifle. And the fact that Supreme's even doing making one of these, it makes me wonder if there's like a store that has these as like an issue, like has bugs as an issue and uses one of these. Like that's what makes me feel like some of their accessories come from just like Supreme usage. Like they use some of the cooking items or some of the packing items, some of the outdoor items. I feel like, you know, dudes who work for the Supreme in the higher up in the design team and stuff like that, they do a lot of this shit and end up, you know, being like, oh, this would be a good idea for a collab for an accessory. That's what it seems like. Because this one is random as hell. I feel like if you're not using it, you wouldn't even know about this. The average person doesn't even really know about this. Like, you definitely, when you see it, you're like, what does it do? Hold on, what do I use this for? Because even when I had seen this before, it took me mad long to see one in person. Because I wasn't going to buy one. So it took me forever to actually see one of these in the wild. And then the person, I asked them about it, and then they let me use it and try it out. So, yeah. Definitely. I think this thing is selling the fuck out. For sure online. In store, I do wonder, because some people might not, they'd be like, what the fuck? What is this? Why would I buy this type shit? Because like I said, you do have to kind of see it in person to see how it works, to fully, I think, recognize how cool this item is. Unless you really just, some people, hey, I was one of those, would buy Supreme accessories without even fucking knowing what the fuck it's for. So that's one. And then we got the Supreme Honda E20, what is it, 2200i generator. So it's a gas generator, gas power, 22 watt, 120 volt inverter generator with custom true timber Altera camo application. So normally these don't come with the camo colorway, the timber camo colorway. Features quiet and fuel-efficient Honda engine and advanced carbon monoxide detection system. Runs up to 8.5 hours. Damn. This shit is legit. Bluetooth compatible. What would be the Bluetooth compatibility? Maybe it tells you like the status and shit of it. I don't know. I know this is gonna be a few $100s, like $300-$400, but, and I legit have no use for this shit, but why do I want this? What is wrong with me? Is the consumerism in me that bad? $1K for this generator? No way. Oh, it is. This generator is normally $1,200. This generator is normally yeah, this is no joke. This is like legit shit right here. If you're camping and you want, or you're outdoors, or you need power. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe this is not needed. Maybe I do not need this then. For this much, I at this price though, I do wonder. I feel like online it'll sell out no problem. In store, will this be chilling? In store, I imagine this will be chilling. I can see online this selling out for sure. In store though, I can see this fucking chilling. That's the thing about stuff like this. Like, oh, you can use it if you lose power and stuff like that. Like, I'm just not trying to. The average person, can you imagine? We'd be just fucked in those situations, dude. The average person's not set up for any of that shit. That's why post-apocalyptic movies always turn up. Because niggas ain't really prepared for that shit. The average motherfucker ain't prepared for that shit. Because this right here is $1,200, and you're buying this if you're not camping. If you're not camping, you're buying this just in case type shit. So that means spending $1,200 on just in case type shit, which is like the average person is not doing that shit. That's why this shit is insane. When you think about post-apocalyptic world shit is be crazy. It be turned. Niggas be guaranteed to get fucked up in some post-apocalyptic world type shit. For sure. Damn, you really got Supreme releasing the hyped fucking generator. Holy shit. This is something that if you have this, these are accessories right here that if you have this, you're the only person who gives a fuck that it's the Supreme joint. The average person is not going to give two fucks about this. At all, in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? The average person is not going to give a fuck. You are flexing for no one except for yourself with a generator like this. Because no one's going to be like, oh, that's cool. It's crazy because on where it says Supreme at, it says Honda on the OG one, on the original one. Supreme really got an accessory for everything. I feel like Chrome is trying to catch up. Supreme definitely got an accessory for every fucking thing. And there you have it. That's week 7, guys. Honestly, I don't really see anything too crazy outside of this week 7 that I'm really itching for. I think the biggest thing that I think is cool as hell outside of this Misfit tee, which I do love, these jerseys are really cool. These hoodies are really cool. Honestly, it's gonna be these two accessories. The Bug Assault joint, I'm wondering how much they're gonna end up charging for that. Because if it's not too bad, I might try to get one of these. I'm not gonna hold you. If it's not too bad, I might try to get one of these, the Bug Assault joints. Not gonna hold you. Just because I was looking at just getting one originally, like a Bug Assault gun. So if I can get a Supreme one, why the fuck not? Why not get a Supreme one? Because I was already looking at getting one of the bigger Bug Assault joints. I think they're like $30-$40. So I think the accessories this week are kind of like my favorite thing. I believe so. And that's pretty much it for this week, guys. For Supreme this week, there's really nothing else. As far as I can tell. For week 7 might be fairly chill to a degree. It's not, because I think it's just more or less that it's big in Supreme's world because this Misfit collab has been something that hasn't happened in quite some time. But that's also because how much does the culture care about the Misfits like that? The new state of the world. and the internet and all that shit. It'd be the same about asking them about certain types of classic hip hop and shit. Like, how much do these niggas really care about that shit? You know, to even make it so that people get in line and camp and try to get it to resell and flip. You know, because that's also shows a lot about how much people care about things. Is how much people who don't give a fuck are trying to buy it to flip it because they know they can make a profit off of it. That'd be just as much of a big a deal, honestly. Is that? I think that might be it for this week of Supreme. I got, oh my God. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. Zion, I'm mad you missed my new thing shot that I got. I gotta run to the bathroom. So I'm gonna hit you with it. I'm gonna hit y'all with my new my new intro shot to like when I start my stream and I'm getting my stream ready. To when I start my stream and I'm getting my stream ready. Or when I'm ever, you know, like I said, I gotta run to the bathroom and shit like that. I got a new like shot for just like when I'm taking a break, whenever it is. So I'm gonna hit y'all with that shit. Hold on a sec. Let me get some tunes. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Walk in the spot, all eyes on me. Y'all call it confidence, I just call it being me. I could do what y'all do, I'm fine just how I be. Y'all could play copycat, I'ma always take the lead. What's in your presence is the closest to perfection. I'm the first in my league. Y'all bitches follow directions. There's no invite to the sessions. If your baby father stressing, who you with at the stool? Cause you on IG flexing. Now I'ma take it there. Really, really take it there. Add a ball, that's 3 snares. Don't compete, you don't compare. My cutter cloth is very rare. Zap as a debonair. Had a cop 3 cause a seed came at a pair. And that's my reason I gotta keep breathing. Overlook a lot so I don't resort to treason. Or deceiving, had dreams I was a scammer. First thing I did was buy half of Atlanta. Bought some land in Alabama, invested in the hammer. Cop some black nasty, switched out of my gammas. Cause I'm always killing shit, I gotta move militant. One eye open, I'm more than just experience. Walk in the spot, all eyes on me. Y'all call it confidence, I just call it being me. I could do what y'all do, I'm fine just how I be. Y'all could play copycat, I'ma always take the lead.
Walk in the spot, all eyes on me. Y'all call it confidence, I just call it being me. Y'all can do what y'all do, I'm fine just how I be. Y'all can play copycat, I'ma always take the lead. I was lost in the zone, but now I'm back to just set the tone. I lost some dollars, but doubled that, now my bread is strong. My moves is better, so Brooklyn rocking a Coochie sweater. Swag on 100, still trying to figure out who do it better. I'm beneficial, you move the same, then I'm rocking with you. But if you try to cross the line, just know I'm popping pistols. Cause I had to get it straight out the dirt. Motivated by the pain and it hurts. If you know Mel's, then you know I came straight out the gutter. And I fitted when the time with the butters. I know I'm destined for big things. So much shit changed, now I switch whips fast as I switch lanes. Peep game, had to grind all on my own. I walked in the dark alone, came out as a better man. Through it all, it made me strong. The ones that envy about to hate even worse. Cause I made my own wave and it works. So you know I gotta walk in the spot, all eyes on me. Y'all call it confidence, I just call it being me. Y'all can do what y'all do, I'm fine just how I be. Y'all can play copycat, I'ma always take the lead.
Walk in the spot, all eyes on me. Y'all call it confidence, I just call it being me. Y'all could do what y'all do, I'm fine just how I be. Y'all could play copycat, I'ma always take the lead. I'ma always take the lead. I'ma always take the lead.
Fuck it, I'm just gon' switch up the subject. Bust it, I'm wondering what is the function. Rocking this shit with no oven. Doing this shit out in public. Women and children, they loving. Nigga, I'm eating, I'm grubbing. Whip it, digits. My niggas gon' get to the thousands. Niggas gon' get to them hundreds. Told they ass get to the millions. Cars, no limit. I'm rolling with Bryson, no tilling. I get it right cause I feel it. Rolling the dice with my niggas. Fuck it. She took the D and she loved it. Don't trust me, misjudge them. I'm everything that they wanted. I do this shit for my cousins. Causing your clique some destruction. I keep a clitoris coming. Tell your ass follow instructions.
Fuck it. Damn, I'm really in London, yeah. Take out 100 by the dozen, yeah. I got the pips in they bustin', yeah. Fuck it. I record by the hustling, yeah. Fucking pull up to the function.
Yeah, I feel you for the survivalist hype beast, for sure. That's exactly who it's for. It's for the motherfuckers who's out there trying to hold it down. And don't need no electric grid to tell them what to do. It's just that I got to spend $1,000 on it if I want it. Fucking A, man. The fuck. But what Supreme accessory isn't expensive? You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. All right, guys. So, last Friday, April 3rd, I had the opportunity to see live at SoFi. And I must say, it was amazing. It was fucking fire. It was top tier. Honestly, I don't know if within the last 10 years, if there's a better show I've been to the last decade. Like, there's so many avenues, there's so many levels of this performance that we had witnessed. Me, Kai, my homie Kai, he's been on the show before. Me, the homie Kai, Adriaki, we all went, and just the levels of just the quality of the show was just like insane. Like, all right, so first off, when it comes to Kanye, Kanye's live performance, the guy has just so many songs. He has hits on top of hits on top of hits. The dude has just an immense catalog. I did not get Virgil's. I did not. I took an L on every freaking raffle I hit, entered in Zion. I took an L. So, but all right. So when it comes to Kanye's live performances, off rip, the guy has so many songs he can do. The show itself can go through so many different flows and avenues and ups and downs and vibes and all that that's just one aspect of a Kanye West performance. Just his catalog alone. Then you have it happening in SoFi, which is in a massive arena. The venue is insanely big if you've never been there before. It's where the Rams play. It's relatively new. It hasn't even been around for that long. And it's just insanely big. So that's two. And then you fill that arena with the stage that we saw Kanye perform on. The stage was insanity. The stage that Kanye performed on. I do wonder who was behind it. I wonder if that's even been released. Let's see. That's what I've been trying to find is who designed it. Okay, so that's who it was. Skip this shit. All these ads and shit. Because that's the biggest thing I was trying to figure out is who the fuck created this stage. All right. Kanye West Los Angeles show features set designed by Ye and Oz Taylor, who I'm not familiar with. Okay. Why? Of course, we don't know who Oz Taylor is. Taylor has worked extensively with Ye in recent years, including directing the video for Vulture's 2 track Slide. He directed the video Slide. We'll check that out after. For his first 2 Los Angeles shows this week, the artist formerly known as Kanye West again enlisted the visual prowess of Austin Taylor, a name that should be familiar to readers. Oz Taylor. I'm mad. I don't know, bro. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of posts. I'm mad. I don't know, bro. The production for the SoFi show on April 1st saw Ye performing atop a globe-like structure that at some point resembled our home planet, but at others resembled some far more abstract. Let's take a look at it, guys, because in case you hadn't seen it. Why do they hot link shit and don't fucking... This shit is crazy. There's a great photo of it too, describing it. This photo is really good. I love this photo. Yeah, I really do like this photo, honestly. This is who designed Ye's incredible bully stage concept and stage design by Ye and Oz Taylor. I wonder, like, because I'm sure there's probably aspects of it that are incredibly hard, but I wonder if it's still, like, relatively straightforward. Because it doesn't seem like, even though this looks insane, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. It seems like, all right, you get a round structure, you project onto it, and it is what it is type shit. You have that mist shit is something that it seems like it's very controllable. Not even just from this show, from all the shows that I've seen here that use like that fog like mist. Plenty of times it's been Kanye. Cardi used it. I've seen it used before. It seems like we have that shit on lock as far as using that. This globe-like structure, though, I guess that's Oz. Is that Oz? Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward for the most part. Oh, this shit was so fire. Such a great idea. And then making it go white with the lights, all the other cool like designs you would put on the globe-like structure, turning the earth a different color, making it look like Mars. Oh man, it was so fucking fire. This is just another so I said Kanye's catalog, the space that we were watching Kanye in, and then the design of his set. So that's 3 aspects of the show that are just out of here right now with this show that we went to on the 3rd. Not the first show. This is the second show that we went to. So fucking fire. So these are all the different designs. The red planet was so cool. This one was fire. Yeah, it was cool as fuck. The Earth probably was my favorite though. Come on, where'd it go? Yeah, the Earth one was definitely. The dude's catalog is insanity. And then we'll go over the set list. The stage design was just out of here for this shit. Like you couldn't ask for a better just put together, like the vibe of the show matching the mass of the amount of people in the space and what we're all looking at the same time. So you have this space where it's just so many people, 80,000 people in here, right? I think it's like 80,000 people. Did they say? I think it's like 80,000 people in SoFi, all looking at the same thing. And for it to be on the scale that it seems like it's something that 80,000 people are looking at, like can hold 80,000 people's attention. There you go. Something that is that crazy that can hold 80,000 people's attention. Because we're all in there looking, vibing to the same thing. And it be this shit. It be this shit right here. Say less. Say less, yeah. And the thing that's crazy is like, I don't know. I do think there's a few artists whose catalog could mesh with this kind of presentation, but there's not a ton of them. There's some people in the rap space. I'll say in the rap space, in like maybe in like, you know, like I think like Linkin Park and shit could definitely hold it down up there, up top here. A lot of like other type of music could definitely hold it down up top here. But in the rap space, Kanye is very like one of the few rappers that can hold a show that his set would just rock out on the fucking top of a planet. I do wonder where do we go from here? Because so he does this. He has the show in Mexico. He has this show. Both nights. Sells out. I think he broke some records too. Kanye West, SoFi. Sales. Kanye West reported 33 million payday for sold out shows, proves he still has a fan base, sponsors or not. If you've only been reading the headlines over about Ye over the past few years, okay, I don't give a fuck about that because we already know about that. I'm just trying to see. Oh my gosh, dude. All right. Stateside prove that even gatekeepers who wield their ad dollars don't hold the power they once did in a show business. Ye is a multi-million-dollar brand unto himself, and there are Indeed Bully debuted at number 2 on the Billboard's 200 after selling 56,000 physical copies and amassing over 98 million on-demand streams in its first week. Holy shit, they sold 56,000 copies? All right, here we go. He reportedly grossed $33 million in 2 nights, breaking a record for the Los Angeles venue. Holy fuck. Is that crazy or what? He sold out 2 shows, SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, past week, earning $33 million, according to people familiar with the numbers. His Friday show earned more than $18 million in ticket sales, said the people who declined to be identified because the data hasn't been cleared for public release. That is one of the highest grossing single shows in live music history. What the fuck? God damn. This is crazy. Kanye. And it was lit that night. We were next to some dudes who told us about how the first night was ass because they still were figuring out the stage. And realistically, when you thought about it, the first night was the first night, of course, but the real show was going to be the 4th or the 3rd or whatever, that Friday show. That was the show. That was a show that was scheduled to have Travis. That was a show that was scheduled to have Lauryn Hill. That was a show that was scheduled to have CeeLo Green. That was the show to be scheduled to run without a hitch, high key. For everything to go off without no problem. And I had a great time. It was amazing. I do wonder what's next. Will he be touring the show? Will he be touring this? Because this seems like a lot. That stage creation, is that it? There's no way. I mean, we do live in that era, in this current space. We do live in that space. Kanye is that type of artist. I wouldn't be surprised. But if we never see that stage again, would be a little crazy. If we never see that stage again. That would be insane. He's got to use that stage again. Now, there's a video, I think, of Kanye going into or not Kanye, but the inner workings of the stage. I think I seen a video of me see if I can find his song. Inside. Kanye West World Stage. I know I seen it on fucking. This motherfucker always had fucking crazy stages, dude. Oh yeah, I think this dude is about to tell us about it.
Los Angeles. The shows took place on April 1st and April 3rd, 2026, marking Ye's first nearly 5 years.
Oh my God, I thought it was like, this is like some AI shit. Yeah, there's no way that we don't see this stage again. Because I just feel like if we don't see it again, someone's taking that shit. Someone's taking that shit. That's for certain. If we don't see this again, someone's taking this shit. Someone's stealing this idea. For certain. Let's see, behind the Kanye West World Stage. I could have swore I seen a video. Damn, I really can't find that video. I wonder if someone took it down. It was really cool. That's all I can say. Adriaki started crying. Yeah, it was fucking fire. You really can't ask for more from an artist, from a performer. What else more can you ask for? You know, all the other bullshit that Kanye's on. You know, he's said he's apologized for it. You know, he said he had some mental health issues. I'm gonna take his word for it because, you know, that was the first time I feel like personally he's ever pushed my love for him as a, you know, creative to that point. So when I see a lot of people still not fucking with him, I can understand. And I'm not gonna knock anyone for not fucking with Ye, you know, right now in this space for what he has done in the past. But at the same time, you know, I personally am not going to hold something against someone forever. I've never done that with anybody, you know, especially if they've shown that they, in whatever way that they've, you know, moved on and changed or, you know, whatever it is. Or they're at least trying to. And with Ye and all this shit, that he did in the last year and where he's at now, I'm gonna, give him the benefit of the doubt. But of course, if this nigga was a trip again, see, I guess maybe it's different for me because I don't look at an artist like Ye or any artist for that fact and get anything other than what I get from them, which is usually whatever they create. So if it's visual art, I fuck with their art. If it's music, I fuck with their music. If it's movies, I fuck with their acting. Or if it's acting, I fuck with their movies. And that's all I ever really got from Ye. Fashion, of course. I did get fashion ideas and tips and swag from Ye, of course. But outside of that, did I get my political views from this nigga? Not really. I don't get that from most rappers that I've listened to. A majority of them, honestly. Probably most of them. Probably all of them. I don't get my political views. No, I build those from research and development and things like that. So, what I got from Ye was what I would get creatively from Ye, which is what he creates musically, what he creates in the fashion space, things like that. So I don't want to make it seem like it's easier for me to forgive a nigga like Ye for shit like that. But, I don't, you look at a lot of creatives and a lot of people who created things that defined the culture in us as beings. And a lot of them weren't always the greatest people or just the most sane people. But, it's just weird because once again, that's the thing. He definitely said some heinous shit. Kanye said some of the worst shit, bro. He said some of the worst shit. So I like I said, I can understand people not fucking with Kanye no more. And I'm sure he can understand that shit too. But I'm not gonna act like I don't listen to bro's music no more. For real. I couldn't lie. I won't lie to y'all. I wouldn't lie to y'all. And I don't know what it does as a human being to you, if it compromises your values or your opinion in whatever way. But it'd be insane for me to not think that, all right, so when you look at how he came up, he has this crazy accident. Did it affect him at all mentally? Could we undoubtedly 100% say that it didn't? I know for a fact I couldn't. And I think, honestly, not to say it was our fault, but I think the level of love he was getting from the culture had to have gone to his head. He needed to go. I think granted, he said some heinous things, but I think maybe the thing that sucked is that he said some heinous things, and it took him saying heinous things to realize he's not invincible at all. That's what it took in the end of the day. It took him saying some of the worst things for him to realize he's not invincible. And my hope is that this was a learning experience. And we don't have to have this issue again. Because I feel like he's not coming back from something like this. regardless of the music, because one thing's for certain, when you listen to the new album, when you watch the show and all that, regardless of how good the show is and how good the album is, what's for undoubtedly for certain is that there's people missing who were there from, peak Ye, who were there for peak Ye, who were there and had a hand in making peak Ye or developing peak Ye. People who were there for that, it's clear they are missing from this space. Because, hey, Lauryn Hill was there, Travis was there, CeeLo was there, but I don't know if, could be so many people there. There could have been so many people there who I think weren't. There were so many people there who weren't. And it's just like, who could have been there who weren't. So many people who could have been a part of this project and had a hand in developing this project who weren't. And you can tell. You can tell. So I don't think Ye's over making amends, Zion, or anyone listening. I still expect Ye to be out there, not necessarily saying I'm sorry, but making amends to a degree, some way, shape, or form, for sure. For sure. There's no way. There's no way he's not out there. He's not going to be. And to move this conversation further. So Kanye gets announced after these two shows that he's doing the Wireless Festival, which is a festival in London. And let's just look it up right now. Let's just look it up right now. Whoops. Wireless Festival. All right. Prime Minister Keir Starmer said he was deeply concerned that the rapper known for anti-Semitic and racist comments had been booked to perform at the Wireless Festival. Damn. So they're not trying to forgive Ye, even though. So Pepsi drops the sponsorship. Pepsi and others drop sponsorship of London Music Festival headlined by Ye. Damn. They're not trying to forget this dude. Several sponsors have said they're cutting ties with the 3-day Wireless Festival in London this summer, the most prominent being Pepsi, after the event organizers booked Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, as a headliner. Ye's participation in the festival was part of an effort by the artist to rehabilitate his reputation after a half decade. Oh, damn, was it that long? Oh, man. Of anti-Semitic and racist controversies. On Sunday, Pepsi said it was withdrawing as a sponsor of the event, hours after Prime Minister Starmer said he was deeply concerned that Ye had been chosen to perform at the organizers call London's ultimate summer music festival. Anti-Semitism in any form is abhorrent and must be confronted firmly wherever it appears. An article published Sunday morning. I wonder if there's anything you could actually do to rehabilitate your career from. This is like a true test to if you can or can't. On Monday, UK officials said they were reviewing Ye's ability to enter the country, though they added that they were not aware that he had any immediate plans to travel to Britain. Is he banned from Britain, though? If it was not clear if Ye had applied for entry into the country. When is the Wireless Music Festival? NBC News was first reported on Monday that British government ministers were scrutinizing Ye's permission to enter the country for the event. Damn, the festival has been advertised as Pepsi Presents Wireless. Oh, shit. But a statement issued by the company on Sunday said Pepsi had decided to withdraw its sponsorship of Wireless Festival. Can you do that? That close? It was not clear what Pepsi's decision will mean for the festival, which also lists Budweiser, Beatbox, and several other major companies as corporate partners on its website. Diageo, the global alcohol giant, also pulled from the event. We have also informed the organizers of our concerns, and as it stands, Diageo will not sponsor the 2026 Wireless Festival, a representative of the company said. The statement did not mention Ye. All right. Now, this is enough talking. I wonder... Reject all... All right, so July is not till July 10th through the 12th. Tickets. Should we go? Oh, it's on sale to is it later this week? Info. Lineups. Yay. Oh shit. Here's the thing I feel like personally, though. That would be crazy if him and Hove were to make up. But yeah, I don't see it happening either, honestly. He said some shit about them that I think is just not. I don't think it's like doable in that space. I think so. Or maybe that was Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj did say some wild shit about the family. But I think he also did too. Regardless. Yeah, he said stuff about their kids. Yeah, I don't think it's doable. I don't think he can make up with stuff. The stuff they Hove, I don't know. I don't see that happening. Yeah, I don't see that happening. But this right here, Ye live in London, I can only imagine what the show's going to be like. This set's going to be like. Oh, man. Tuesday, April 7th, the tickets go on sale, general sale. I wonder how much are the tickets? So they took down Pepsi. So maybe it was a joke. Maybe it was not real. I seen online they were talking about that Coca-Cola was getting in, it was standing in now because Pepsi's out. But I don't see that. Maybe that was just someone trolling. According to several published reports, Monday Rockstar Energy withdrew from his partnership while PayPal distanced itself from the event. God damn, neither company immediately responded on Monday to requests for comment. Ye apologized earlier this year for recent anti-Semitic behavior, including posting DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Holy shit. This nigga was bugging and conducting an interview while wearing what appeared to be a black Ku Klux Klan robe. I remember with fucking Ack. Oh my gosh. He said in the ad in Wall Street Journal that he hoped to be forgiven by those I've heard. Since then, the rapper has been seeking to return to public view in ways that do not create controversy. On Wednesday and Friday, Ye performed at SoFi Stadium near Los Angeles to promote the release of his new album, Bully. In addition to the appearance, the London festival, he's scheduled to perform in Italy and Spain this summer. But the rapper's effort at public rehabilitation has prompted outrage from the many public figures in Britain. Ed Davey, the leader of the Liberal Democrats, said last week, yeah. I mean, it's hard because, like I said, yes, Ye said a lot of fucked up shit, and that shit is guaranteed to fuck with people. So yeah, when you think about bridges with Jay-Z and this person and that person, of course, those things are burnt and can't be repaired. But the average person who exists in this world who is not Jewish or anything like that, not the religious tie, all they know about Kanye is fucking music. That's all they really give a fuck about with this dude is the music they got from bro. So in that space, that's what it seemed like it was going on there that night. People were there fucking with Ye for his music. You know? And that's what it seems like overall when they're booking him at this shit. That's what it seems like people are going to be fucking with him about is, hey, they love Kanye for these songs. Yes, he's controversial in this way and that way, but we love this nigga because of this music or whatever. I think the Wireless I think he made a statement, the dude who yeah. Wireless Festival promoter defends Kanye West as headliner as sponsors pull out. Ask Brits forgiveness for rappers abhorrent. Abhorrent? Is that how you say it? Past statements. Who suffers from mental illness. All right, so this is where I had the statement, I think, from bro who works for what's his name? Melvin Ben, who serves as managing director for the festival. He says he called Ye's previous declarations about Jews and Hitler abhorrent, but they are not. But that they are not giving him a platform to exalt opinion of whatever nature, but only to perform songs that are enjoyed by millions. Yes. See, he put it pretty well. He's essentially saying we ain't giving him a space to do all that fucking crazy shit that he had fucked up on, that he did apologize for. But regardless, we're not giving him a platform from that. We're giving him a platform to perform his music, which people fuck with still. Because he has mass amounts of bangers. That's how crazy his bangers are, is essentially what they're saying. It's just fucking crazy. It's kind of insane. Forgiveness and giving people a second chance are becoming a lost virtue. And in this ever-increasing divisive world, he's not wrong. Niggas don't want to forgive niggas for anything anymore. For real, for real. He stated, and I would ask people to reflect on their instant comments of disgust at the likelihood of him performing, as was mine, and offer some forgiveness and hope to him, as I have decided to do. I don't know. When I first read this statement, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was a little more stronger. But once again, also knowing everything that Kanye said, it is, I guess maybe because these shows were one thing, because they weren't like, Kanye was putting these shows on. So maybe that's why they weren't feeling the same as him doing a festival, which has a bunch of sponsorships and, you know, people at this festival who might not agree with, you know, I came here for this reason, or I'm rocking with it. By the time it gets to Kanye, all those, you could see a mass exit. You can have people protest, want to protest this shit, and in the show sell out, right? Just for when it gets to Kanye, they leave. If they wanted to really like protest this shit in the fact that Kanye's performing here, that'd be some crazy shit right there. They'd make sure everyone would buy a fucking ticket. They pull up, wait, get super close, all that shit, and then as soon as Kanye West starts to perform, hops on the stage, everyone will turn around and walk away and leave. So he's performing for nobody. That'd be some crazy protest type shit. Some embarrassment type. But that's what I mean. It's one thing when Kanye's running his own gig and performing in their own show, SoFi, Wednesday, Friday night. People are buying their ticket because they know Kanye's there. They want to see Kanye. This is a festival. This is a show where you're going to see a gang of artists. Why the fuck did y'all have Kanye opening up or closing out type shit? Is what the average person could be thinking right now. Because it seemed like when I went to the page, the only artists it looks like the only artist announced is fucking Ye. They only announced Ye so far. And the tickets go on sale tomorrow? Oh, no, guys. That's a hard one. That is a hard sell. I don't want to be the one to be like, no way, like, y'all should give Ye a chance and all this shit. But y'all haven't announced anyone else. Ye is coming back off of like a really bad, really, really, really bad, scandal, or just like he's got to do some repair to his image. And y'all only want to book Ye as the headliner and not announce anyone else? How much does this festival cost? That's a hard one, guys. I'm not going to lie. That is. I'm rocking with... Ye's my dude. I fuck with him as well. You know, I did go to this show this other night, so I can't, you know, but at the same time, I knew where I was going. I was going specifically to see Ye. Everyone was there to see Ye. A festival's a whole different bag as far as the crowd there and what you're expecting to see there and all that shit. It's a whole different bag. That'll be interesting to see, honestly. That'll be really interesting to see. Shout out Michigan again for shout out Michigan again for winning. The national championship. Shout out Michigan again for winning the national championship. That shit lit. There was this other thing I wanted to check out. Let me see if it's still up.
In the distance from the moon. We are now 5,518 miles away from the lunar surface, and again, expecting the crew to get about 4,066 miles away. They are currently 252,050 miles away from Earth, and every mile is a new record, having surpassed the Apollo 13 milestone for furthest distance earlier today.
So I will say the way they're making it look like we could have been going to the moon, no problem. The way they're making it look like this time around, the way Artemis is pulling up to the moon, the way it's flying around the moon, the distance to the moon and all that shit. The way they're flying through space and all that shit and everything's moving, they're making it seem like we've been just like we could have been set up shop on the moon. For real, for real. Like, how far is from Earth? Three days. Yeah. About 72 to 80 hours is the distance from the moon to Earth. So the way they're making it seem, so, you know, everyone's like, oh, we never went on the moon, or the moon's like, all that shit, like, we never touched the moon, all that shit. The moon's fake. Yo, it's not even that far from us. So for us to do it back then, it's not that it makes me for certain believe that we did it back then, but for certain, I don't disbelieve it any more than I did before. Like, for sure, it seems like we went to the moon back in the day, because the moon isn't actually that far from us. It's really not that far from us. Fucking 3 days.
That is Oriental Basin. You'll also hear later about that terminator. That's the line between light and darkness while on the moon. It is really exposing some of those craters at this time. A couple of the other features in view right now are Hertzsprung Basin and Vavilov Crater of the moon. Hertzsprung Basin is nearer to the center of the moon, closer to that terminator line right now. And Vavilov Crater is just on the outskirts of it, closer again to the terminator.
See, because now last time we went to the moon was fucking years ago. We had black and white TV. It was fucking crazy back then. Last time we went to the moon. What's wrong, Jake? What's wrong, Jake? Last time we went to the moon was fucking so long ago. We've done so much and created so many new things and have so much new technology that honestly, the fact that we haven't gone to the moon, back to the moon, is been a waste of fucking time. We've been fucking up. We should already have been set up shop. We should have been set up shop on the moon. There should already have been a hotel on the moon. America definitely is seeing, NASA 1,000,000% is seeing dollar signs right now. This right here is a money-making opportunity. For certain, this is a money-making opportunity. NASA is seeing dollar signs right now. The hotel on the moon, how much you think is going to cost for a ticket for the hotel? Or not ticket, but you're going to need a ticket to fly there. But then how long is it for a week, 2 weeks? Because you can't get no weekend. You can't do a night. You got to do a week on this motherfucker, at least. At least. It's the cheapest package. It's literally going to be, I can see the hotel right now being on this, what do they call it? The split between where the sun hits and it becomes dark. This is insane. This is crazy. All those people all those flat earthers and shit, I wonder what those flat earthers are going to do. What the fuck, man? This is crazy. This is insanity to me.
Towards the bottom of the moon and to the left of the terminator line, or currently shadowed.
That's what they call it. They call it the terminator line. It's fucking crazy.
In darkness is Apollo Basin.
Out how far we are from the science, from integrity. Let me find out how far we are from the moon right now. But our view is about a third of the moon is in eclipse. That beautiful terminator is out there calling to me. We're 4,691 miles from the moon.
See, something I didn't even realize in all my living was the first time around that I knew that the first time around where we had went to the moon, we were only going to beat the other countries that were trying to go to the moon to prove who was a better country. That's the only reason why we were trying to go to the moon the first time around. So everyone who went to the moon the first time around were like, I believe they were like fighter pilots and shit like that. We didn't actually send any legit scientists or anybody who was a science studier or an astrophysicist, any of those motherfuckers. I believe we didn't send those niggas to the moon the first time around. It was just like hardcore space ready type motherfuckers, fighters essentially. Now, how many ever years later was it? Like 50 years later or more than that, right? Now we're sending the scientists, the dudes who want to analyze and study much shit, and not just the motherfuckers who can handle the G-force that comes with flying into space. Oh, this is fucking crazy to me. I'm so excited to see what comes out of this. I personally think it's dollar signs. NASA needs to generate revenue. How does NASA become the highest revenue generating fucking company in the world? They put a hotel on the goddamn moon. They put a hotel on the goddamn moon.
And what looked like in the Terminator, about a third of the way up from the southernmost part of the Terminator, looked like a dinosaur print. If one was running to the northwest, now is clearly a crater with a bunch of craters around it. And that Terminator, I can only see about half of it. I'm looking through the docking hatch window right now because we have the Z9 in window 1. But that Terminator has moved. I guess I've been using Vavilov the whole time, so it's gone 2 more Vavilov craters to the west. And so with that and Val and a few islands of light out there with some high.
Correct, and you install it on a friction fit on the cabin air outlet port. That's right by one of your diffusers.
And they are also going to have an opportunity to enjoy their midday meal at this time.
Motherfuckers just the craziest part to me with it being in space personally is the lack of gravity. That shit gotta feel fucking crazy. That shit gotta feel insane. The no gravity shit.
Observation block. At this time, Reed Wiseman and Jeremy Hansen are serving as support crew members, and they are also going to have an opportunity to enjoy their midday meal at this time.
The no gravity shit. These motherfuckers is just floating around.
We have veggie, pickled beets, chocolate pudding, barbecued beef brisket, spaghetti and meat sauce, Italian vegetables, butternut squash, candy-coated chocolates, and maybe even a little bit of coffee.
How does your body even digest that shit with no gravity? How does your body digest food in space? Oh, it doesn't rely on gravity. Your body just naturally will digest the food. "12 years ago in the Reddit post. Yeah. Your stomach doesn't need gravity to do its job, essentially. So, yeah.
Getting in draft is rehydratable. We don't have an option for fresh food as there's not a refrigerated section of the Orion spacecraft. So all of this food can either be rehydrated or eaten straight from the package. Just depends on what the...
See, the only thing I think that is impossible to do currently in space or even on another planet,
and they will reemerge,
is create gravity. I don't think that's something that we've learned how to do in any way, shape, or form yet.
And we will also get this view on the other side. There will be a couple of milestones during this loss of signal. The first will be when the astronauts make their closest approach of the moon at MET 5 days, 25 minutes, and 34 seconds, when we expect they'll be 4,067 statute miles above the lunar surface. Their maximum Earth altitude will be reached just 2 minutes later, at 5 days, 27 minutes, and 39 seconds, when their altitude should be approximately 252,756 statute miles. Once those milestones are reached and we have confirmation, we will report the official numbers.
It's so fucking cool. I can only imagine back in the day when they first did this shit, if they had, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think they had like, I don't know if the broadcast was just nonstop back in when they first were going to the moon and shit like that. Or was it like, oh, this is the nightly broadcast? Or was there a nonstop broadcast like this? Because it's pretty much live stream nonstop. This shit is nonstop live stream. Nah, this shit is so cool. But they're not going to touch down. Are they going to touch down? I don't know. I don't know if they're touching down or not. Oh, yeah, it is live streaming. The official broadcast.
This is Artemis Mission Control. You're currently seeing a live view of the Orion spacecraft. This view coming to you from one of the solar array wing cameras. Currently inside the Orion spacecraft, which was named Integrity by its crew, are the 4 crew members of the Artemis II mission, which includes Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen. The crew recently completed their lunar flyby today during flight day 6, and they are currently in their pre-sleep period, preparing to go to sleep in a little over an hour to wrap up flight day 6. During the upcoming Flight Day 7, which will begin upon crew wake, the crew will have a relatively light duty day. They will have a post-lunar flyby conference with the teams here on the ground, specifically the science team here on the ground, to discuss some of their lunar observations that were made during the flyby period today. And then they will have a little bit of a break after that before they have their midday meal and then move into the RTC-1 burn, or the return trajectory correction 1 burn, should it be needed to further fine-tune the trajectory of the Orion spacecraft on its return leg of the journey. Free time, as it's going to be a mostly off-duty day for the crew tomorrow. And then in the second half of their day, they will spend a couple of hours completing a radiation shelter demonstration. And during this radiation shelter demonstration, the crew will build a radiation shelter within the cabin of the Orion spacecraft and prepare lockers for radiation shelter ingress. On missions to the moon through the Artemis program, astronauts venture beyond Earth's protective magnetic field, so the Orion spacecraft serves as the main protection against the sun's intense power. Radiation shielding in space is all about mass, so charged particles are slowed and absorbed as they pass through matter, and astronauts are trained to reconfigure their cabin during a solar particle event by removing stowed equipment from storage bays and securing it along areas of the cabin to add mass between themselves and incoming particles. Since Artemis II is the first crewed Artemis mission, testing this radiation sheltering procedure in the Orion spacecraft is one of the major objectives of the mission. During the uncrewed Artemis I mission, Orion...
So I was trying to figure out how much these motherfuckers is getting paid. I wonder if chat or AI in general is correct with this. Specifically this mission, not just an astronaut in general. I was wondering how much these niggas right here in space right now on some crazy ass... You think about it, this job is insane, incredibly dangerous. If it's legit, if y'all want to believe it or not. I know there's probably people who don't believe it at all. But this job is incredibly dangerous. It's crazy as hell. Artemis II astronauts are paid as standard federal employees. Not celebrities or private space tourists with annual salaries typically ranging between $104,000 to $161,000. That's still pretty good. I do wonder what's included in that or what's needed or required for that job. That's still, you're making $160,000 a year. That's still pretty good. Based on experience, they receive no overtime or hazard pay. No hazard pay? The fuck? For the mission, only a small incidental stipend of roughly $4 to $5 per day during their 10-day trip. The fuck? This is crazy. They're classified under the U.S. government's general schedule, earning roughly $89,000 to $122,000 per year based on experience and rank. I mean, hey, what more can you ask for when it comes to, you know, getting paid to do what you love specifically? That's what it is. In the end of the day, these guys clearly are doing what they fucking love. Because this seems like insanity when it comes to the job. Ooh, I think Adriaki in here. Is their speed 1,000 miles an hour? Is that what that says? Holy shite. That seems fast as hell. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Sounds fast as hell. If that's really how fast they're going. But that's the thing. You're going so fast at this point. You got shot into space. You're on a rocket. You got shot into space on a rocket. You're flying so fast that you don't even, at this point, you can't even feel it. You wouldn't even feel it. Right? Well, I wonder what the plan is when they get to the moon. Or are they not? I don't think they're going to the moon or they're like touching out on the moon. I don't think that's the plan. I think they're just doing a loop around it. Kudos to them, though. Fuck, why has it been so long since we went to the moon? Did they just consider it a waste of money this whole time? Did they not realize motherfuckers wanted a hotel on that bitch? God damn, man. How'd y'all not realize we wanted a hotel on the moon? Do I have any recent pickups? Oh, I do, actually. I do. I'm going to go grab those. Actually, no, let's talk about this real quick. Let's see what the latest is. See what the latest is I can find. And see. All right, so this is the latest actual. This one is what? This one's 4 days ago, and this one's 4 days ago as well. All right. All right. So this is like the latest news story shit on it. This is just the bare minimum, I guess, how it's getting covered in the news. Information about this shit, but here it goes. Hold on.
All right, a live look at Dallas on this Thursday evening. Our next story takes us to Dallas, where federal prosecutors there have charged Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty and 8 others with robbing 3 men at gunpoint, kidnapping them at a Dallas record studio earlier this year. The court documents only refer to the victims by their initials. One victim, called RD, is described as the owner of the 1017 record label, which was founded by Grammy-nominated rapper Gucci Mane.
Right.
His real name is Roger Davis. DOJ saying that the incident began with
Whoa. Do you hear this? Do you guys hear this? You guys hear this? Hold on. I need you to play this back. Hold on.
Look at Dallas on this Thursday evening. Our next story takes us to Dallas, where federal prosecutors there have charged Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty and 8 others with robbing 3 men at gunpoint and kidnapping them at a Dallas record studio earlier this year. The court documents only refer to the victims by their initials. One victim, called RD, is described.
Now, I wonder if they did that thinking it would help in some way, shape, or form, or what it was that they thought would get in the way of just putting everyone's initials. Like, we didn't already know who RD was type shit. Like, I thought that was, like, extremely weird. Neither here or there.
As the owner of the 1017 record label, which was founded by Grammy-nominated rapper Gucci Mane, whose real name is Roger Davis. DOJ saying that the incident began with a dispute over a record contract. Fox 4 Dallas reporter David Sentendry is here with more. David, what can you tell us?
Off rip. Oh, let's see if he says it.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this was disguised as a traditional business meeting inside a recording studio, but then it turned into an ambush.
Go make your bed.
Lontrell Williams Jr., a well-known rapper by the stage name Pooh Shiesty, was on house arrest for a...
The news story coverage is so funny because of just how everyone tries to say his name. All these reporters. Pooh Shiesty. Trying to understand it. I'm sure when they first said it, they were like, his name is Pooh Shiesty?
Firearms conviction related to drug trafficking when the Department of Justice says he led a group to rob and kidnap 3 people inside a Dallas recording studio back in January. The motive? So Pooh Shiesty could get out of a record contract with rapper Gucci Mane's label, the new 1017 Records.
We're not talking about low-level rappers here, guys who are trying to make it.
TMZ tells Fox 4 to let go of Pooh Shiesty would have been a financial blow to Gucci Mane's record label.
He had a lot of artists under his label, and then...
Of course. Also, dude, you ain't done shit. At least, see, there was that video going around of Gucci Mane saying he's letting go of all these artists. And of course he was going to let go of all those artists. A lot of those artists weren't doing shit. Pooh Shiesty, it wasn't that he wasn't doing shit. This nigga was been in jail as soon as he got signed. As soon as he got signed, he got locked up. So we don't know if you actually aren't like popping or not. So we got to at least try. I don't know.
And he made a decision that he was going to let go a lot of those artists. One of the very few, though, that he held on to happened to be Pooh Shiesty, because, again, Pooh Shiesty is somebody who's got a lot of fans. It's got hit music and certainly somebody that Gucci Mane could be profitable.
According to a criminal complaint, Pooh Shiesty was upset with contract terms. Surveillance images show Pooh Shiesty, his father, and 7 others before they enter the studio. Once inside, Pooh Shiesty pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol, pointing it at the head of a victim, labeled RD, demanding RD sign contractual release paperwork. RD complied. Gucci Mane's legal name, Roderick Davis, matches those initials.
The victims in this case came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence.
That wasn't the...
Now because of this, because I'm sure, obviously this is not how real business is done. So what it seems like to me, Pooh Shiesty's thinking, well, you're Gucci man, you're not gonna snitch. If I can do this to just you and no one else is in the room, then no one else will know about this and you're not gonna snitch. So yeah, right? That's what I'm imagining Pooh Shiesty was thinking in the situation. Because obviously this is not how business is done, like duh. But I'm imagining Pooh Shiesty was thinking like, yo, if I get Gucci Man alone, put the gun to his head and force him to sign the contract, he's not going to snitch because it's Gucci Man. And he wouldn't, because you can say, oh, I signed the contract under duress. Maybe he was thinking that Gucci Man wouldn't do that either, that he would honor it, because I caught Gucci Man sleeping, lacking, put the stick to his head and fucking made him sign over this contract. And the thing that I don't understand is, all right, you made him sign his contract, but then they rob him after. What was the robbing part? You made him sign the contract and then you rob him after. Seems crazy to me. I don't know.
The end of it. The feds say the group robbed the victims of expensive jewelry and cash.
One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
Pooh Shiesty lives in Frisco, according to the complaint, but investigators say most of the alleged accomplices traveling from Memphis, Tennessee, were staying at a Dallas hotel the day of the ambush, including accomplice Rodney Wright Jr., a rapper with the stage name Big 30. Social media post reportedly shows suspect Terrence Rogers wearing a variety of jewelry believed to be stolen during the robbery, even stolen sneakers. There's also a post highlighting a large amount of cash. Footage from Memphis shows federal investigators collecting evidence at the home of Pooh Shiesty's father, Vontrell Williams Sr. That was on Wednesday, the day most suspects were arrested.
We remain committed to investigating violent crimes like these.
I mean, what more? I wonder if the evidence is crazy legit or if it's a lot of them putting shit together. Because that's what it does seem like. Granted, a lot of stuff is on camera, obviously. But it does seem like unless people are straight up telling, that's what I'm imagining. People got to be straight up telling for them to be putting like guns on people and this person did this, and this person did this, and this person did this. It must mean people are like cooperating to a degree that would make it so that the police can put this story together from A to B. And I don't know how many other people were in that room other than Gucci. They say his cameraman, the dude who got choked out. I don't think his girl was there. Who else was there? Specifically in the room. I don't know. And it's crazy because if they caught Gucci lacking, Gucci cooperates with the police. Gucci becomes a rat to the average person, the average fan's eyes. Do they care? Will this affect Gucci's music moving forward? His legacy, all that shit. Will it affect it? Do you think they care? Do you really give it? Me personally, no, I don't care. That doesn't affect my love for Gucci at all. The fact that he got people, he made sure the people that robbed him faced justice. I'm not gonna care. Does it affect the average Gucci fan? That's what I'm wondering. It's crazy that they would try something like this. Especially with Pooh Shiesty. I believe he was wearing an ankle monitor. So it's insanity to me that he would try something like this. But I mean, and that's the thing, not that he would try something like this, not in a sense of, you know, getting out of the deal, but just thinking that he would get away with something like, or not in the sense of why you're doing some dumb shit like this, like just thinking he would get away with it though. I don't think, in reality, this doesn't seem like something you normally would get away with unless they've done it before. Have they done something like this before? Is what I'm wondering. Have they successfully, like, made a motherfucker sign a contract? Also, there was, like, talk that they took a video at Gucci saying, signing a contract type shit, because you need video proof of it, saying I released you out of my deal. I wonder if they have a copy of that video. This would be a very interesting case. I think is Pooh Shiesty locked up right now? As of April, Pooh Shiesty is back in custody following FBI raid in Texas months after. He was released in October. That wasn't even that long, guys. That didn't take that long at all. And I wonder, is this something where that they knew, like, oh yeah, we can just release him, he'll be back in a couple months. We'll catch up on some like more legit shit in a couple months. Because I feel like sometimes they're like, oh, we only got him on some baby shit. We can only hold him for a few for like, you know, a couple, for like baby numbers. I want to get football numbers on a motherfucker. So let's just give him what they gave him, parole or probation or some shit. Home confinement. Yeah. Oh, well. at least I'm sure he's happy. I'm sure he's happy. Because I'm sure he's out of his contract, right? He's out of his deal. So I'm sure he's happy. I wonder, is there any way the police, like if they know certain things, if they know evidence and stuff like that, can they force you to cooperate? Or if they already know, they don't need you to cooperate, they can just... Do they need... Because that's what I feel like is happening with Gucci Mane. It seems like the police have like a certain amount of evidence that they have to force this nigga to be like, yo, either you say this or you take the fall for this type shit. Or you make it because you make us look like we're lying. Right? Damn. Just like that, back in the cell. Oh, well. Let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I'm just glad Gucci Mane's all right. Like I said, I'm not going to give two fucks about fucking if Gucci Mane snitched or not. That's not in my bag. I don't care about that. Please tell me, do you guys care about Gucci Mane snitching on someone who held him at gunpoint to get him out of his contract? I would love to know if the average person gives two fucks about that. Come in. You're.
What it do?
What it do?
Give me some skin.
I don't know if the average person cares about that.
Well, what? Who are we talking to? What are we talking about?
If the average person cares about if Gucci Mane cooperated or not.
Can I tell you guys what I think? My think piece? Where's my mic?
Let's see. Let's get Ajiaki mic'd up. She wants to give her think piece on.
Why is my boy being such a good boy? What did you do to him? He's under a spell?
No, he's just chilling.
Look at him. I wish you guys could see him. I wasn't with no other dog, Jake.
Let's see. Let's see. She mic'd up.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Are we on? Are we on?
Yes, we are. You are on. Just slide up this angle a little bit.
Hi, friends. Let me jump in.
All right. So, you wanted to give your opinion on this Gucci Mane. Is that what? This.
I know who
Mane.
told. I know who it was.
You know why it wasn't.
And I
Gucci
know
Mane?
why. I know who and I know why. And this is just my female instincts.
Oh yeah, and who was this? Who told? Who do you think told? You don't think it was Gucci Mane?
It was Keisha.
She wasn't there.
It doesn't matter. You think her man didn't tell her? Keisha's the one who cooperated with the police.
But
because Keisha was like, I don't give a fuck. Gucci was probably like, nah, you know? And then she's like, I don't give a fuck.
Regardless.
You're a father, you're a husband, and you're my husband, and ain't nobody gonna play with you. And she had the police on speed dial, and she cooperated.
She might have, but...
That's my theory.
Yeah, she might have, but she could only cooperate to a degree.
But didn't they also have, didn't they also have a video?
The video they have is not in the actual... None of it's in the actual room where it
So
would have
Gucci
happened.
told Keisha everything, and she told everything. He didn't tell. I don't think he told.
It says he cooperated. It says his name in the police report.
But it was probably him and his wife.
Yeah, but she get.
Because since she wasn't there, she probably can't. But she was probably the one who pushed the issue.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Because if you got robbed, if he got robbed, I'll come after you. Like, if we're together, this is my man, I'm coming after you. I'm calling the cops, and you better hope that the cops handle it before I handle it.
Of course, that would of course be the case. I would expect that to be the case. In this situation, though, when you're getting the cops involved, there's only, when it comes to witnesses and testifying and people going to jail for it, like, you know, bro's in jail for it right now.
Yeah, but he was also on federal house arrest.
But there's a lot getting said in the police report of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun, things like that, that someone who was in the room.
So also, Gucci Mane, they're saying, or him and Keisha came out saying that he had like mental illness.
Yeah, he did it in the Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah. So I just feel like he tells his wife, his therapist, everything, and they were just like, okay, we need to like.
Once again, that's even more reason that whoever was in that room.
It was him.
Then yeah, there's.
I'm telling you, it was him and his wife. It wasn't. I don't think there was like an extra bonus person.
Well, there was. There was a cameraman. There was a cameraman.
No, aside from the people like in the report. But you think the cameraman could have also snitched? He could have also been like, "Y'all ain't playing with my bag."
Well, no, he definitely snitched. He took photos and all that. He's just a normal bystander. Who fucked up was the bodyguard, Gucci Mane's bodyguard, because he's an off-duty cop.
And they tried to come in, right?
They tried to come in.
They saw the guns and they called for backup?
No, they didn't. They saw the guns and then they closed the door and was like, sorry, we'll see you in a minute. We'll wait out here. And then they waited for Gucci or for Pooh Shiesty.
Well, do you think if they would have gone in there, like somebody would have got shot?
That's why they didn't go in there.
Yeah,
that's why when they opened the door,
they closed it right away.
They seen the situation was already.
They're like,
compromised.
let us mind our own motherfucking business.
Yeah, they seen the situation was already compromised.
He's so fucking cute. You guys can't see it, but our dog Jake is literally. I left him here with Sin, and he literally hasn't moved from where he's been all day.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
He's pretty chill. He's really cute. He's really fluffy.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. Honestly.
Okay, I want to know, would you think any less of Gucci if he...
No, that's what we talked about, I think, right before he came in. Me, personally, I could care less. Like, granted, Gucci is a real one to me, but at the same time, he's also...
Do you think that there's, like, an age frame where you stop being in the streets and start, like, handling things by the book?
With Gucci, I would hope he would have been...
Well, I mean, with anybody. Not just Gucci. I just mean, like, when you you have something to lose, do you start protecting what you got to lose, or are you just ready to risk it all?
That's definitely where Gucci's at right now, and I can't be mad at it. That's 100% where Gucci's at. And the average person will be or would have feel some type of way, but at the same time, like, none of those people are him. So he's got to do what's best for him and
his family. He, you know, like I said, he's a husband, he's a father, and there's only so much that a family could do without their man at home.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is totally the case, but at the same time, he made it out alive. So, you know, snitching is just looked at in a whole different degree, a whole different light. So I can't be mad at the people who are going to look at him differently.
Now, are the people looking at him differently? Like, who the fuck are they?
That's why...
Who, other street dudes? Who the fuck cares what they got to say?
That's why Gucci is probably not giving... If he is talking or all that shit, if he is cooperating, that's probably why he isn't.
If y'all were millionaires and your fucking bust-down Rolex, or what kind of watch was it? He stole his...
No, it was a Rolex.
Watch. It was his Rolex, and then the person who stole it takes a picture wearing it. Bitch, I'm coming for that ass. Give me my watch.
Yeah.
The fuck? Take that shit off. Give me my shit back. And you're still on fucking contract.
Yeah.
You still owe me money.
Yeah. For
And
real.
now I'm coming back in blood.
I mean, in reality,
And that means you're going to jail.
in reality, that's one thing I wouldn't do. In the end of the day, I just wouldn't honor the contract. I wouldn't even need to snitch or anything. All right, you caught me slacking, you caught me lacking. You got me to sign some contract or whatever, fine. I'm not honoring any of the contract. And you just wouldn't be able to, if you try to, you just wouldn't be able to make music.
You would have to change your musical name? Like to be a whole new artist, dropping whole new music?
I think so.
You do. That's why Kanye West changed his name from Kanye West to Ye, so that everything that he got sued for as Kanye West would no longer fall on Ye.
Yay.
Yay. Ye.
I think
Yay.
so. I think you'd have to, because I think Prince did. That's what Prince did.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do.
The artist formerly known.
The artist formerly known as Shut Your Bitch Ass Up.
Yeah.
How funny is that? The artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Yeah.
Mr. Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, so I do wonder.
Mr. Bianca.
I do wonder why he didn't just. Because that's why I feel like he didn't snitch. He would have just kept it like, all right,
He would have kept that P.
He would have just not honored the contract, because I'm just not honored. I don't need to tell the cops or get them involved. But yeah, you got me. You
But maybe somebody else
That's what I'm thinking,
leaked
someone
it
else.
first, and then he had to cooperate because they showed him. Because he's a felon too, so like if he's involved in any type of shit too, he's like any type of
That's what I'm
illegal
thinking.
activity. So like I think that's also part of being involved, or
That's what I'm
like
thinking.
harboring a fugitive by not coming forward and like admitting to that you were like
it's
involved in a crime.
something with the evidence. It's like
Tampering with evidence or
Tampering-
withholding evidence or something, or obstruction of justice. It's along those lines.
I think it's the obstruction of justice.
Yeah, that it's along those lines. Lawyer Adri coming soon once I start taking my lawyer classes.
I think it's the obstruction of justice one.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. And it sucks because, like,
I just think you gotta do what you gotta do. You cannot be playing like. You can't be just not doing what you're gonna do.
I don't know what you're talking about. But they could have definitely found a better way to work out their deal, or at least Pooh Shiesty could have. I don't know what Gucci
Pooh Shiesty didn't have to do all that. He should have came to him as been like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I just feel like if you were more apologetic, been like, hey,
Definitely
look
doing
at my situation.
Dude's doing way
I
too
just
much.
got out. I'm trying to make some hits this summer.
Well, I think
What
all
could
that
we
was the
do?
deal. I think all that was the
But he was trying to scheme himself out, like if Gucci didn't sign him at first.
and he wasn't down with what he got signed to. The
So
deal
he shouldn't have
signed
signed it. Dumbass Pooh Shiesty.
to. Well, it's not even that he shouldn't have signed it. He shouldn't have went to jail for 4 years. Because he signed it at a time where it made sense, but then he went to jail.
And then he broke the law and went to jail.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I was listening to somebody talk about like his parents. Something is wrong with his parents because
his
why
pops.
would his mom was posting some wild shit on the internet. Like, I know that's fucking right. Like something about her son. Like why would you cheer as a parent, as a mother, as a father? Why would you encourage your child
She's proud of him.
to do armed robbery?
She's proud of him. She's proud of him.
Period.
She's proud of what he did.
She's proud of what he did, and that is wrong. That is wrong.
He's proud of his son keeping
These
it
people made children. Can you guys believe it? They took like the two worst fucking genes, like with the least amount of brain cells possible, and created another human that came out talented, but dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck.
Yeah, because the First Day Out song was doing its thing.
He was hitting on Cardi B. He was doing all types of cool shit.
Was he? That was wild.
When he found out that Cardi B was single, he kept adding her. Oh, did you talk about Offset getting shot?
I know. I just seen that. I didn't know too much about it, so I didn't want to talk too much.
Did you talk about the rocket that we saw? Did you see it?
Was that a rocket? Is that what
I
it
don't
was?
know. I couldn't find no
Yeah,
tea,
I
and then
talked
it was
about it.
my yoga class, so I just hopped in my yoga
I
class.
couldn't find anything on it.
I took a photo.
Yeah, I couldn't find
Maybe
anything.
we can reverse search the photo. I need to go turn the oven off.
Yeah, SpaceX Falcon 9 lights up SoCal night sky. That's what it was.
Oh, period. Is this from today?
What?
Or is this the old one?
It's from today.
Do you remove that while you're online?
What was that?
Do you remove that while
I
you're
did.
online? That's really interesting. Okay, so it was a SpaceX rocket?
SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from California with 25 Starlink internet satellites. Oh.
So that thing throws the satellites in the air? Or will the other astronauts like put them together and
No, it's throwing the satellites are already built. It's
so
putting
it's
satellites
just
in the
throwing
sky.
them up there?
Yeah.
It's lit.
It's putting them out there.
That's lit. Now all cruise ships are on Starlink.
Let me see.
Powered by Starlink.
So this is a super spacey episode.
Powered by Starlink.
That's pretty cool.
That reminds me of the Terminator.
Startup Falcon 9 in control of countdown.
So I
Everything
saw this,
sufficient to make a determination that they are in fact go for
right
launch
when
tonight.
it got shot into the air.
What was that?
I saw this right when it got shot into the air, and I recorded it on my cell phone and took photos.
Yeah, we've seen one before.
Yeah, so I automatically kind of knew what it was.
It's just they don't really like saying it. You would think they would like send something out through like the city or some shit, but I guess. Oh shit. All right, this shit is crazy. The takeoff is crazy. The takeoff is insane.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That shit's crazy.
Where in California do they launch this? By the water? By the beach?
Probably. With 25 Starlink internet satellites. That's so crazy. So it just releases the satellites into space and they just float around doing their thing.
Doing their satellite doogie. Dang, I saw it. I seen it. It was really cool.
The speed.
It was beautiful. The
You
sun
see
was
the
like barely
speed?
setting too.
So yeah, we can look at the other.
Look how beautiful the sky
600 miles
looks.
an hour.
Do they show this view that I got? Or that's like
No,
from
this is from the actual rocket.
Okay, that's crazy.
It's now in.
How can we show them this? Airdrop
I,
it to you?
I showed him it. I showed him it already. It's going 1,200 miles an hour, 1,300 miles. The speed is crazy.
Literally, it's a Tesla.
Yeah, no, see.
It's a Cybertruck heading into space, you guys.
That's
what it is. That's amazing. By Knott's Berry Farm?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. That was really cool, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to the spacey shit right now. A lot of space stuff going on because there's money to be made out there. There's a lot of money to be made out there in space right now. There's no joke. Tis what it is. I'm trying to think, is there any other topics I have for tonight? No, I think that might be it.
Did you talk about Kanye West?
I did. You missed it.
Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I missed the conversation about Kanye West, but I sure didn't miss the show.
She was there for it.
I sure didn't miss the show, guys.
It was a pretty crazy show.
Yeah, I cried. I cried because when he played All Falls Down, it was so nostalgic and just, it was incredible. The vibes there were incredible, and I burst into tears. It was amazing. When we walked in, he was doing, why can't I think right now?
Yeah, the lineup.
He was doing la, 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 wait till I get my money right. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was insane. It was insane. Aura, 1 million. Unmatched. We've been to so many concerts together, and I've probably been to over 300 concerts in my lifetime. And it's just insane. It's just insane how amazing it was. It was my first time seeing Kanye other than Sunday service. But when you go to Sunday service, or in the past when he would have the Sunday service, he wouldn't be singing. He would be directing the choir. And sometimes he wouldn't even be there. Yeah, but I went to Sunday service a few times and I got to see him there, but it wasn't like seeing him at SoFi Stadium headlining his own show.
That's a whole different
and
vibe.
Just seeing his stage production and his stage presence, his preparation for the show. It was just amazing.
That it was for sure.
And if you weren't there, or if you're a Kanye hater, you literally are just gonna have to suck a bag of dicks, because it was amazing. And you can hate, but you can't take that away from him.
Yeah. You can't. That show was really crazy. I'll say, like, Yeezus, and I thought about it too, honestly. Yeezus and the Life of Pablo joint was pretty crazy. Life of Pablo is when he had the stage floating around.
That's amazing. I've seen other artists do that, though. Did he start that?
It was him. He was the first one to do that.
Yeah, I've seen other artists have a floating stage before, so I've never seen an artist turn like their whole stage into a planet.
Yeah, this was the first one.
Did it rise?
It was just...
It was like on the ground and it rose? Or it was already up like that?
It was already up.
That kind of sucks for the people below.
No, that was the whole point. So essentially, there was a big pit just constantly following him around as he just floated around.
So were they part of the show?
Essentially.
Yeah, okay, they were like backup dancers.
No, that was the seating. So that was floor seats.
Right, but you had to move along with him.
No,
they would follow him.
They would follow. You would want to be under there. You would want to be under there because that was the lighting.
Him?
That was the lighting. Yeah.
So was it like a
crazy.
Screen?
No, it was.
Or
just
you
the
just
lighting.
see his feet.
I'll see if I can find the video. Let's see.
I'm so sad I didn't go to that. I just didn't have any friends that liked Kanye back then.
That's fair.
And I feel like everybody like kind of likes him, but like no one likes him enough to go. Because it was crazy. It was during like the Yeezy era.
Yeah, see, it would just float around.
This just makes me want a new pair of Yeezys, guys.
Yeah, see. So if you're under it, that's when you wanted to be under it.
You were lit.
You were lit. That's where it was at. It was lit. That's where you get to mosh and shit.
Like you're hoping Kanye falls through there and lands on top of you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the people were moshing under there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly.
Had to be there?
Yeah, definitely had to be there.
Had
but
to be there.
This is at the stage, this is at the age
Where were you?
Yeah, I was like in the...
watching from the seats?
The seats. I didn't have
The floor?
The floor seats. The floor seats weren't... That's the thing, it wasn't super expensive.
But it was like just... like you just wanted to be in the building.
Yeah, I think it was more Jacob days. Yeah.
I remember one time this was for Travis Scott Astro World, the first tour. Like Wish You Were Here vibes. And we had bought tickets and we just were trying to be in the building. But when we're on our way to the concert, my other friend hits me up and she's a makeup artist and her client was Travis Scott's agent for his talent agency that he was signed to at the time. And she gave her floor seats and she was like, I'm not going to go. Like, I wouldn't ever go there, but I don't want my client to know. So take my ID and just get my tickets at the door, sell your tickets. So we sold our tickets. We got the floor seat tickets and it was motherfucking lit, you guys. It was insane. I lost my jacket. I lost all my jewelry. I lost my friend.
Yeah, floor seats.
But I was right underneath Travis. Like, I was right here and Travis was like right here.
Yeah.
Like literally, like right, like I almost for Astro World. Yeah, okay. That was the one where he had the roller coaster.
Yeah.
So like when you say like everybody was trying to be underneath Kanye, that's how it was at this show, and everybody ran from like one side to the other side because then in the backstage he performed Sicko Mode. That was the Sicko Mode tour, you guys. It was crazy. It was fire.
Of course. Sicko Mode is...
It was incredible. So I've been to some shit, but like Kanye West still tops that.
Well, yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
And I also saw Bad Bunny. I went to Bad Bunny when Bad Bunny had the floating island and he floated through SoFi Stadium. And that was also really cool. We've been to Chris Brown. We've been to Chris Brown multiple times.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
We've seen him do backflips like on top of us through the sky. I've been to J-Lo, you guys. J-Lo, I don't give a fuck what anybody says about J-Lo. J-Lo's a bad fucking bitch, and she's an incredible performer. I'm going to put her right next to Beyonce. I'm going to sit J-Lo down right next to Beyonce, and you guys could say she's not a good singer. Guess what? She sings through the whole fucking show because you could hear her breathing and her dancing.
Yeah, see, being under the stage was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
But Kanye West is still, I feel, more iconic than all those people I just named.
See, being under the stage was pretty cool. That looks lit as fuck, being under the stage, moshing under the stage.
I would have been moshing in there.
Yeah, moshing under the stage is pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty lit.
I would want like one of those straps to my, like for your cell phone, to strap it onto your wrist and then just go crazy.
Yeah, that looks lit as fuck.
Yeah. All right. That's really cool. All right, guys. Good night.
Yeah, it was a good show. Kanye did his thing.
Kanye did his motherfucking thing. Kanye, if you see this, I love you.
Shout out Yeezy. You still got to do some work though on your. We'll see if your rep is back strong enough to bring folk out for the Pepsi. I mean, for the Wireless Festival. No longer the Pepsi Wireless Festival. Let's see if your rep is good enough to make it happen. That'll be interesting, honestly. Because after doing the research that we did, it seemed like you did fuck up a lot. You did fuck up a lot. You did fuck up a lot. I'm not gonna lie, yay. You definitely did. We shall see, though. I don't know when I'm gonna finish. I need to finish Resident Evil so I can start playing I'm just slacking like a motherfucker. Hopefully I can get this streaming tomorrow. Just start streaming regularly. Honestly, I need to. I want to. I got this crick in my neck. Oh, shit. Per usual, it's your boy Sin Supreme. I shall catch you next time. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got some great topics in today. I want to dice up this footage and clip it out for you guys so you can catch us talking about the Ye concert, this week's Supreme drop, and all the other bullshit that we talked about this week. Per usual, it's your boy Sin Supreme. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff because it helps the channel grow. Of course, I shall see you next time. Peace, motherfuckers.